Okay. Provided this works, I'll be back here in a moment. Okay, well, this is problematic. Technical difficulties. BR. So we're gonna call this, whoops. Well, we should call it whoops, because it was a screw up. We're gonna call this take 2, and see if maybe this time the game will stream without also, you know, crashing and becoming a nightmare. So I think it might have already said not responding, which is not a great sign. It seems to be responding. I'm just trying to be the Batman, honestly. All right. Cool. So I guess today is going to be Batman Day or something. I was playing Batman the Telltale series earlier today, and I rather enjoy that game. I'm going to do this one down here because that's the one that reminds me the most of the Batman eats a hot dog in like less than 3 seconds thing, which is one of my favorite things on YouTube. I'm going to go with subtitles on because I want you guys to be able to see what's happening or read what's happening, even if my stupid mouth is yammering words over the story, because artistically speaking, these games are awesome in addition to just being awesome in general. If you're out there and you're watching, let me know if either my volume or the game volume needs to be adjusted, by the way. But I'm hoping things are balanced pretty equitably. I generally remember the beginning of this game where I just captured the Joker and I'm kind of following him through
Batman is now en route to Arkham Island.
the beginning areas of Arkham Asylum. This game is now, what, 8 years old? It's coming up on the better part of a decade. Hitchhikers may be escaping patients.
Stand back, fool, I've got a bomb. Huh? All right.
Honestly, I think in my playthrough of this, I probably skipped past this opening cinematic. Yeah, so you can follow the link that I posted if you know me personally.
That's
Let me
Warden
see.
Shop to you.
I want to try. Actually, no, I'm not even going to try it because if I try and post the link,
A lot of people here really want to talk to you. Really? I don't mind walking. Not so tight, boys. You'll crease the suit.
Get that filthy degenerate out of here.
Warden, something's not right. I'm going with him.
this game, for being 8 years old, honestly still looks pretty good. Like, no foolsies.
Is Commissioner Gordon here?
Yes, sir. He's waiting for you down at patient handover. He got here just before you did.
Shabby loves his cameras.
So my guess is that I'm just gonna watch the Joker go to his cell, and everything's gonna go to plan, and then I'll probably walk out. From what I remember, this game's only about 30 minutes long, and it's only just because it takes a long time for the Joker to get there. You talk to Commissioner Gordon for a second, and then you leave. So
Intensive treatment lobby. All
that's not
non-essential
true.
staff to vacate the area.
Things are about to go sideways pretty soon, but I won't tell you how.
My sweet little hacienda.
Look how close, like, his eyes are to the cowl. Like, you know he's gonna have a really good tailor to make that happen. Because, like, it doesn't look like he's really wearing the makeup. Like, in all the movies and stuff, normally Batman's wearing the cowl, but he's also wearing, like, black eye makeup.
Much more personal.
Yeah, it's just Batman, don't worry, guys.
It's not the patient, it's...
Ooh, would you sneak in with your bats? Come on,
I'm gonna try and change one thing here real quick. There we go.
tell me.
The first time I played this game, I'm fairly determined I played it with keyboard and mouse, which seems bizarre, but I remember the controls for it actually not being that bad. Mostly because this game's almost famous for its complex looking and cool combat, but it's really just like almost just two buttons that do everything. So big fan of that.
What's up, Doc? Pencil me in for tomorrow at 4. We've got a lot of catching up to do.
Sorry, just checking in on some fan service here. And making sure that all my fans find their way into the stream if they want to.
Ooh, it's my favorite show. I'm Warden Idiot. You'll never escape.
Just so you know, his name isn't actually Warden Idiot. I forget what his name is. But I'm 90% sure, if not more, that his name isn't Warden Idiot.
Shut up! Go, catch you soon, boss! Shut it and keep moving!
Oh, it's just Joker thugs. Gotcha. There's a really cool scene coming up soon where we're gonna see Killer Croc, who is the most terrifying part of this game, bar none. Like, the Scarecrow, I think, has a big part in this game too, and all that stuff's kind of like weird and scary and creepy. But like, the part where you have to deal with Killer Croc is no joke terrifying. It's gonna be like, I'm just trying to get a good look at Batman here, but if you have to imagine what Batman's doing, it just looks like he's staring at the wall right now. I mean, because that's what he's doing. So everyone's just watching me stare at the wall. I mean, I might as well be, though, for as much as not else is going on in this game. I promise, though, it gets a little more exciting here in, I don't know, a few minutes.
Shoot to kill permissions granted.
In the meantime, how's everyone doing out there? Let me know in the comments.
Can you smell the excitement in the air? No?
I feel like Batman's really socially awkward. Look at his cape, though.
Oh boy, is that you?
I can't remember if it was in this game or not. They basically had like an entire like cape engine and like how it deals with how it flows in the wind and things like that. That's a nice little twirl there at the end. There's Killer Croc. He's like 12 feet tall. If you're watching at home with your family, I know that he's really terrifying and everything, but don't worry, because I won't have to deal with him for like probably 10 in-game hours at least. Actually, I don't remember how long this game is. I'm sure speedruns the game are done like by now, but
a toy collar won't stop me from killing you, Batman. I'll rip you apart, eat your bones.
Why wouldn't he eat the rest of... Oh, he's gonna eat all of me, including my bones.
I really need to get me
Makes sense.
Okay, move up.
Alright. You're killing my stream here, Joker. I need you to, like, do something exciting. I feel like you're going to soon, but in the meantime, I'm watching viewers pop in and pop out and dropping like flies, man.
Great night for a party.
Not where you're going.
The night is young, Bats.
What's this
still
guy's
have
deal?
A trick or two up my sleeve. I mean,
I like his scar.
Don't you think it's a little bit funny how a fire at Blackgate
This guy's,
caused hundreds of my crew to be moved?
is he a rugby player? Or is he a hockey goalie?
Thought I told you to stay quiet.
Oh, Frankie, you really should learn to keep that fat mouth of yours shut. It'll get you into trouble.
Tell me something. You've never let me catch you this easily. What are you really after?
Oh, nothing much. Hundreds dying in pain and fear. All their meaningless lives brought to a horrifying conclusion. All thanks to you.
So,
Book of Matches.
everyone knows
Was that the answer
Batman
you
is Bruce
wanted?
Wayne. Or if you didn't, I'm sorry. That's like the least exciting, mildest of all spoilers I think I probably could have offered. But anyway, Bruce Wayne as Batman has been forever, but there was actually a really cool comic book arc once where Batman was like supposedly dead, and they had like a whole competition basically to see who was going to take over the cowl. I think it was like the fight for the cowl or something like that. And for a while, Dick Grayson was actually Batman, which is kind of fun.
Intensive treatment. Lower floors are now at level
Good old
10.
Dick Grayson's probably one of my favorite Batman characters. And even when he becomes Nightwing, he's really cool.
You killed 3 of my crew when you busted out of here.
Only 3? I'll be sure to try harder next time. What say we aim for 100?
Alright, so the fact that we're now in a cinematic tells me this is where things are going to get a little
Joker
crazy, maybe.
invades City Hall and holds the mayor hostage, leaving it to me to juggle SWAT teams, the media, and you. Yeah, it's been a hell of a night.
Hopefully the last one we'll ever have with him.
Yeah, right.
Hold it there.
That's
Sorry,
Dr. Harleen
Arkham staff.
Quinzel.
I assure you, if anyone's qualified, it's...
Listen, I appreciate the assistance, but he'll unsettle the more violent inmates.
I think he's talking about you, Bats. Don't be a stranger. You're always...
Okay, I'm going to try something real quick and get ready for the stream to go down again, but I'm just going to try real quick. Taking care of someone real quick, and the stream... Actually, it sounds like it might work. I'm probably getting actively punched in the face right now.
I don't like it.
Okay,
At
cool.
least he's back where he belongs.
Now I'm confused because it sounds like it's playing the music like I'm fighting, but I'm not fighting it.
Get up! Now!
Joker's loose. Alert the warden.
Alright.
Joke's on you. Ta-da! Honey, I'm home.
Come on in.
Welcome to the madhouse, Batman! I set a trap, and you sprang it gloriously! Now let's get this party started.
Sorry, I'm responding to a text real quick, so I might get punched in the face here for a second. Maybe not.
Up until a few seconds ago, I killed everyone in the room and that much cartoon.
I used to be good at this game, so we'll see like how that all comes back to me or not. Not like it's difficult to be good at this game, but like, I don't know. I definitely expect to get back into my free flow combos and stuff. Well, I'm trying to remember how to use all my gadgets. And some of the things come in specifically at Arkham City. There's another thing that's like somewhat kind of confusing.
Fresh from Blackgate Correctional Facility, with a combined sentence
All right.
of 752 years. Ding, 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 ding. It's round 2.
All right. I'm trying to remember all the nuances of the free flow system, and it also changes a little bit from game to game. So, I'm trying to remember how that all works. Although it seems like I'm faring pretty well right now. Seeing so I'm not sure I've gotten hit yet. Which for this fight is not uncommon.
The system's jammed. We're stuck in here. Joker's in full control of the security gates.
Alright,
I'll find a
well,
way out. Gordon, try and contact the warden.
trying to
Let him
remember,
know
I
what's
think there's a
happening.
way to... And again, this might start happening in Arkham City or something, where like you can actually slide through a lot of those grates and stuff. It's a Riddler trophy.
If you think I'll let you run.
Alright. I'm trying to remember... I think he's got to unlock this first door for me, though. Yeah. Thanks, Joker.
You know it's a trap.
Of course it is.
Of course it's a trap. Alright, so whenever you see those chattering teeth, you're supposed to, like, throw a batarang at them. And then that gives you, like, free Batman points, or whatever you want to call them. What am I supposed to do? Look at the computer, maybe? No. My guess is, if you're ever lost in this game, for the most part, like, look for panels in the walls, or look for... Like, there's probably a vent somewhere I'm looking for. One of these computers, maybe? Is that a computer? It is. It's a weird computer, though. What about... I thought there's a room over here. Or look up. That's the other part. Or just run down the hallway. Wow. That was embarrassing.
Everywhere that madman goes.
People are only ever really watching my stream when I'm doing something stupid, so, I'm sure a lot of people have tuned in by now. This game's awesome. All these games are great, but the first one just makes me really want to play the second one. Like, they really do get better, I think, as time goes on. I think a lot of people didn't like Arkham Knight, but it was probably my favorite still. There we go.
Warning. Security breach in level B1. Warning. Security breach
Oracle,
in level B6.
can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's up?
Joker's escaped custody.
Alright,
He's running
I'm gonna get dangerous and try moving back to my dashboard so I can see if anyone's saying anything. Hey Jace, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in, if you're still here. Sorry, I'm getting back to the comments a little late.
Commissioner Gordon is safe. Joker's not far ahead. I'll stay in contact.
By the way, this is definitely not like a speed run or anything. This is just like a, I don't know, I'm trying to play this game and remember it again run. Okay. Whoops. Don't walk into that. I think I'm gonna, yeah. I have to grapple somewhere. Remember that much.
You'll only end up in more trouble if you continue.
Thank God. It's Zaz. He's got Mike. He's strapped in the chair.
Good old Zaz.
Totally lost it.
Wait here.
You can't. He'll kill Mike if he sees anyone trying to get close.
He won't see
So
me.
this is like your typical, like, I mean, we're doing a tutorial here, but they don't want to say you're doing a tutorial, but we're totally doing a tutorial. And that's the only reason Zaz is in this game, basically. It's like to teach me how to sneak along some rooftops and stuff here, I believe. Hey, how's it going? So that guy was gonna tell me like, hey, come use this thing. Alright, so I'm missing some of my gadgetry for sure. It's been way too long since I played this game, so anyone who's out there who has more recent or relevant experience with this game, let me go ahead and know what I'm missing. I know I've got to get in there where Zaz is. Oh, it's probably in here. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, I basically get behind him, right? Okay, there he is. Alright, this is where they kind of teach you... Do I have to talk to this guard first? They teach you how to go from, like, gargoyle to gargoyle and try and, like, sneak around a little bit.
I need to get behind him.
And fortunately, Arkham Asylum is just filthy with these gargoyles that are on the wall.
On the ground, so I'll stay up high. These old gargoyles should be able to support my weight if I grapple up.
How many
Zaz is down, but not for long. Got to
Oh,
get
that wasn't the
close to
plan.
take him out.
I don't think I've ever actually fought Zaz. So the whole point is you're like supposed to figure out how to sneak behind him and knock him out. But whatever.
Can you hear me? Is this thing on? Oh, hiya, B-Man.
I was trying to do an advanced technique that I probably don't know how to do yet, where you can hang upside down from the gargoyles and like kind of flip around that way.
Show you. 1 second, B-Man. I'm now subbing for the old man. Old Sharp has never been happier. In case you ain't figured it out, today is the Joker's big homecoming, and you're the guest of honor.
You have one chance to surrender, Quinn.
Tempting, Beth, but no dice. Now the inmates are running
So,
the asylum. Well, technically, the Joker's goons shipped him from
Harley Quinn is a
London.
fine name for the character and everything, but like, her real name is Harleen Quinzel. Like, what's the... I don't, like, that's the weirdest name I've maybe ever heard.
Oracle, I'm here.
Arkham Asylum just
Like, Harley Quinn should just be like a colloquial, like, nickname. She should have a normal name like Linda Smith.
That's not all he's done. All police feeds are reporting he's placed bombs all over Gotham. Says he'll detonate them if anyone sets foot on Arkham Island. It's being suppressed at the moment, but the story will break any time
There we
now.
go. Look at that. Huh?
It's just a diversion to keep people away.
How do you know?
I know.
Gotta get in a good rhythm, keep my cape up. Alright, cool.
Try the radio. Control should be able to shut down the gate.
Harley thinks she has me trapped in this chamber. She never was very bright.
Oh, that's right. I think I'm supposed to be finding... Whenever you're lost in this game, just try and find the grate. Which I keep forgetting to use detective mode. There we go. And there's my exit. Hey, how's it going, Fluffy? Welcome back. We're back to more Batman-related content. So, I know this isn't Batman the Telltale series, but playing that earlier kind of got me in the mood to play some more action-oriented Batman games, and this is one of them.
Oh my god, it's Joker. He's free! How'd he break out?
Yeah, I love this game. I love all these games, and I don't know, I think they get better as you go along. I was kind of saying that a little bit earlier, but a lot of people really like this one and Arkham City more than Arkham Knight. I think this is still a great game, but it's 8 years old now, and I mean it still looks good, but it's definitely showing signs of age in terms of when compared to like the other two games. It's not quite as tight in like its controls or like I don't know. It's still absolutely awesome. How's it going, Dalton? I like your Batman picture you got there. Profile pic. There we go. Yeah, I love this game. When I first got it on PC, I don't know, 7.5 years ago, I did play it on keyboard and mouse, which is weird. It was actually like still easier than I thought it might be though, and I played it like just straight through. I don't think there wasn't a time I went to bed before I started playing this game and finished playing it. Alright, so I gotta obviously... There we go. I was about to say, I gotta go use my grappling gun. The best part of this game is definitely the, I forget what it's called. It's basically the launcher that shoots both directions and lets you kind of like glide across the rooms. I mean, well, not glide, but it's like the zip launcher, I think it's called, or something like that. Except it's probably called like the Bat Zip Launcher. Yeah. You're watching me on your phone? I gotcha. Do you have it plugged into the wall? That might actually make it run a little bit faster if you plug it into the charger. Just a pro tip.
There's the extractor control point. A well-aimed battery to power up.
I don't think I'm supposed to fall down there before the fans turned on, but the line launcher, thank you. Yes, that's exactly what I was talking about. The line launcher is what makes this game amazing. I mean, it's already amazing, but it takes it to the next level of enjoyment for me. I think, yeah, it's unfair for me to say this game isn't as good as the others yet, because I know that, like, I'm level 1 Batman and I haven't unlocked anything yet. One thing, though, that for me makes this game slightly less enjoyable, I think a lot of people like that this is a linear game, and there's no, like, it's open, but it's not really open. And I actually really rather enjoy Arkham's... Oh, hey, how's it going? I actually really rather enjoy Arkham City and Arkham Knight, just in, like... It allows you to, I think, feel more like Batman, in a way. Just part of being a sandbox game in general, and allowing you to do whatever in whatever order. I'm so surprised that didn't work. I kind of wonder what Batman's plan was at throwing a Batarang at Joker there, because I'm sure he knew it wasn't going to hit him, right? He's fought the Joker probably 1,000 times by now. And also, was he trying to kill him? Because that doesn't seem very Batman either. Alright, so this is one of like the Titan thugs or whatever. I kind of forget. Alright, yeah. Well, I'm trying to evade him. There we go. I think I got to do some of this stun stuff. Maybe not. I don't generally remember how to beat this guy, other than I know I'm faster than he is, that's for sure. Whew. Wow. That's another thing, I guess. This game is legitimately more difficult, I think, than the others. If for no other reason than... I was trying to do a leg sweep on this dude, who's like 800 pounds. Surprisingly, Batman, that didn't work. Alright, remind me how to beat this guy. I think basically I have to let him charge at me. Oh, or he's about to freak out and just I win. But I think long term, Arkham City has the best storyline. I might agree with that, because I think in a way Arkham Knight, the biggest problem with it is that it's not inherently a Batman story. Like, it is kind of, but it's more about the Arkham Knight and who is this character and who's behind the mask. So a lot of those things kind of distract from the Batman element itself. Although it does add a lot to like the enriching of the universe and kind of telling a cool story that's not completely Batman-centric. It also shows like Batman's not a perfect character either, and like he does have things he regrets, and I don't know, like, yeah, I mean, but yeah, Arkham City is probably the best story and just the most fun. Like, if I know life this game as soon as it came out, which I did, I for sure beat Arkham City in the same style where like I couldn't get enough of it the moment it was out. Alright, finally getting some upgrades. Thank goodness. Wayne Tech. Special combo throw. Oh yeah, okay. So basically I think I want to go with inverted takedown's a lot of fun. I'm gonna start with that. I normally start with like the combo thing that gives me like 2x combo for timing my punches right. I'll probably get that one soon just because it's really helpful, but
Batman, I'm over here.
I don't know. Over here isn't super descriptive. I think that's the room. I obviously can't. Oh wait.
Before more of them come.
Okay, gotcha. I thought there was like a barrier there.
I dragged Jerry in here.
Yeah, Arkham City's awesome though, with Hugo Strange and all that, and like the entire city kind of being in peril. It feels a lot more grand and like the dramatics of what's going on.
Okay.
Like this one, I mean, it gets tense, but it's all still restricted to Arkham Asylum too. Like you don't feel like Gotham at large is in danger.
You were expecting maybe Two-Face?
There's no escape, Joker.
Silly bat! I don't want to escape. I'm having way too much fun.
Oh, I didn't even mention Arkham Origin. I've played that one a little bit, but like I really don't even hardly consider it part of the Arkham series. It's so... Like, it's not made by the same publisher, obviously, and it kind of shows. Like, it's not a bad game, but it's not a Rocksteady game, and it doesn't, like... It's not polished in the same ways. I think a lot of people probably don't even consider it to be, like, kind of the same franchise or whatever. But I don't know. I guess, technically, if I was going to do a series on this and play through these games, I would have started... I should have technically started with Arkham Origins. I'm just not particularly interested in that. I thought the concept for the game was awesome, like one night where someone, you know, obviously the Joker, I think, is that the actual, is actually behind the scenes on all of it, but like one night where everyone's trying to kill Batman, so you have to take on like his entire like rogues gallery of, you know, baddies, is a really fun idea, but the game's execution just wasn't fantastic. Alright, okay, go back here. Rescue Commissioner Gordon. Alright, sounds good.
Batman, what's happening?
Joker's
Oh,
escaped.
nothing,
He's healed
Barbara.
himself off.
Everything's
He's
fine.
got your father.
Dad.
Don't worry, I'm getting him back.
Okay, I know, but...
Oracle, I'm getting him back. Joker will not win. I won't let him. I'm starting where he was taken.
I
A
mean,
guard named Frank Bowles
did anyone
attacked him.
playing this game the
Find
first
Frank,
time
I'll-
think maybe Commissioner Gordon would die?
father.
Because
Hurry, please.
I don't know. Has Commissioner Gordon ever died in the entirety of like the Batman franchise? That was something I'll say about Arkham Knight, though. Arkham Knight really did kind of like psychologically throw me for a loop at different points, and it was pretty dark in some areas. I think they kind of explain the origin of the Oracle, or Barbara Gordon being Oracle, because she used to be Batgirl, and like basically what happens in the comics, and you'll get to see it if you watch the DC animated series or the DC animated movie Under the Red Hood.
I'm at the holding cells.
You see what happens with that. Basically, the Joker shoots it with the spine, though. It's really messed up.
Exactly.
So, spoilers, I guess. Whoops.
Bowles dropped his flask. Sloppy. Let's see what the forensic scanner picks up.
A sloppy drunk.
I can follow traces of alcohol from
How
Frank's
odd.
bourbon in the atmosphere. Oracle, I've got a trail.
That's great. You follow it. I'm grabbing every reference to Arkham I can find. Maybe useful later.
Okay, is that all I have? Oh, that's right. So then I follow the trail of, I don't know, booze breath to where I'm supposed to go. I like, I don't know, I like Batman and all of his technology and stuff or whatever. I feel like, though, that actually his technology and all of his like bat gadgets kind of deflate the argument that he's a really great detective. I feel like, is he really that smart? Is he that, you know, clever? Is he that brilliant? Or does he just have a bunch of really cool stuff? I think the answer is he is still really clever, but... And I guess in terms of game development, it's really helpful to use all the tech stuff to get through these puzzles and everything. Oh, security guard. I thought that might be a bad guy.
Unreliable. How did Joker get
Well, if the elevator's not working, how am I supposed to get up there?
B-Man, Mr. J doesn't want you following us just yet.
That looks dangerous, but also, why would... Like, the Joker's not an idiot. He knows it's not going to kill Batman. He also knows it's not really going to stop Batman, because he's got his, like, bat grapple. So he's really just wasting my time.
How did you like that, B-Man? No way you're following us now. The trap's down there till me and Mr. J are dead.
Well, I don't know. Now that she's saying that, she's got me wondering. Maybe that's true, and I should just wait here until she comes here. Oh, whoops. Never claimed to be a pro, by the way. Hope you're not here for a speed run. It's not happening. Let me do my bat shimmy here for a second.
Hey, Babs! I know you can hear me. I got a little something for you to listen to. Harley, I got nearly out of the building with the old man.
Alright. Now up here. Here again.
Hey, Frank, where you been?
At the beginning of this game, I mean, it's just a little slow going, just because I realize they want to teach new players all this stuff, but for anyone who knows the basic controls of any of these Arkham games by now, like, it moves kind of painfully slow. Even so, I've only been playing this game for like 36 minutes, I guess, and we've made pretty good progress.
You're some piece of work, Frankie.
Isn't there like there's a something back here? Oh, right. I don't think I don't have anything with batarangs yet, but if I had the gel, I could take a look at the stuff back there. I'll have to take a look and do some investigation, but I think there's basically a really big Easter egg in this game where you could use the explosive gel Apparently, I wasn't supposed to do that. You can definitely use the explosion gel to, like, find a big Easter egg teaser for Arkham City that I don't even know if people had figured out by the time Arkham City came out. But it's kind of a cool Easter egg. If I can figure out how to do it, then I will for sure do it. When is my next stream? So I don't really set like a schedule or anything. I just, whenever I have the time to, I will. It ends up being like when I have the day off. So the best way to really find out when, I mean, this is going to sound like just such a plug. The best way to find out when I'm streaming though is really just to subscribe and turn on alerts, because it can happen at almost literally any time. I don't keep a very set schedule, and like, I'm about to leave my current job to become an Uber driver, so it's about to become even more sporadic. That'll give me some flexibility, but not a ton. But I try and stream something every day. I mean, I miss that mark usually, but I'll stream at least 3 to 4 times a week. When's the next one? Probably, well, no. I was gonna say Thursday, maybe not though. Probably this weekend, probably Saturday.
Arkham. Through my actions, I have saved this cursed city, though my own curse is to forever remain in the shadows. My story is carved into the very soul of Arkham, and will only be revealed.
This guy sounds like Christopher Lloyd,
dedicated enough to discover it.
Or the Doc from Back to the Future. For those who don't know who Christopher Lloyd is. Oh, hey, what's up, guys? I feel like they're, I don't know if they end up finally attacking faster later in the game, or if they just, was this how slow they attacked in Arkham Asylum? It's like in subsequent games, I feel like they, well, first of all, it lets you attack from a much further distance, which isn't necessarily super realistic, but like I felt like the combat in subsequent games is also a lot faster.
Not yet, but I'm getting close. Harley Quinn tried to slow me down, dropped an elevator on me.
Did it work?
Of course not. I'll get back to you when I reach the end of the trail.
What's the other 0.001% of what that is, though? It's only 99.99% whiskey, if anyone noticed that. Door locked. I don't remember when you get your tech upgrades in this game, but oh, there we go. That's what I'd say. I'm really missing some of them, though. It's hard to be Batman with just a batarang. Like, what's the point of a utility belt that only has one item on it?
Please! I got a kid! You don't have to!
I don't have to. I just want to. Okay, boss says
Oh, that's pretty dark for a Batman game. I wonder if I should grapple onto this gargoyle up here that you're not letting me grapple onto.
Oracle, Joker's men have taken control of the cell block transfer corridor.
That's not good. I patched into a guard radio. It sounds like Joker's crew have got their hands on weapons.
I know. I'll calibrate the cowl's vision mode to isolate armed henchmen. The direct approach is suicide. I need to be smart and find a different way past them.
It's like I should use all these conveniently placed gargoyles. Like, sometimes the gargoyles make sense. In the big rooms, like in the rooms where they want you to do everything stealth, a lot of the gargoyle placement's pretty good. But sometimes, like in rooms like this, I'd say the fact that there's a bunch of gargoyles on the walls doesn't make a lot of sense. I forgot how stocky and everything they made all the character models in this game too. Like, everyone looks kind of like, they look muscular, but they also look kind of chubby or something. Like, they're kind of like fat almost. It's like that Gears of War thing where like they're very stocky.
The boys are just finishing off. The Arkham chumps never stood a chance.
Well, good. Our friendly neighborhood rodent is on his way. You need to set a trap. He must not leave this building. Do you understand me? Oh, look who it is.
your pointy ears burning?
I don't know.
I suppose
Hey, Turkey, what's up?
my boys are on the way.
Or welcome to my stream from Turkey, I'm assuming.
A nice surprise.
I think I need to, for future streams, I'm probably going to put like the comments or like a small chat section somewhere in OBS so that people who watch the stream after the fact, which I don't know that that's going to be a lot of people, but probably some people, will have any idea of what's going on. Because otherwise, when I'm responding to comments, people are like, well, he just said, "What's up, Turkey?" and that made no sense.
What's going on? Attention.
How's it going?
We have an escape
I can't pronounce your name.
Dresses like a bat.
Ali
Oh, what an idiot.
something.
Should be considered costumed and dangerous. Stop him before he gets someone hurt. Really, it's for his own.
Alright, so this is like basically the tutorial on how to do stealth missions. So I've got 2 armed guards to deal with. Shouldn't be too problematic.
Nothing to be afraid of.
Especially like this dude right here, if he just keeps chilling where he's at, I might be able to just do, whoops. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. So I might just be able to do an inverted takedown here.
What are you doing?
Well, if you're bored and you need to fall asleep, this might be the place to be.
Man down! Man down!
Alright, so that was like the easiest of all the rooms.
Really think it was gonna be that easy, that
Oh, never mind, that's right. He sends more people.
Let's see how you deal with these.
I'm sending like, I think he sends, what, 4 or 5 more dudes at least. I hope. Because man, that was super easy.
He could be anywhere. Then keep your eyes open. Now move.
Just 3 more? Alright, just 3 more. I remember the first time I played this, it was like super tense and everything, and now like... So tell me I'm right that in other games, like in other versions of this game, that pressing L I think is what like flips you upside down. Because I feel like I'm trying to remember that for some reason, and instead of B I keep pressing like the left trigger, which obviously throws that batarang. I thought it was kind of cheesy. That's another reason, like, I love Arkham Asylum, mind you, but I think it's a little cheesy that, like, basically just to lose some of these guys, you just have to go between a few gargoyles, and they're just like, I don't know where he went at all. Completely confused as to where he could have gone. Alright, I remember having a lot more difficulty doing that the first time, but that was super easy.
They were just like family. How could you? I think I'm going to cry.
Apparently I can't jump over that. I feel like that was more laughing than crying.
Joker must have figured out how I was tracking Gordon. Officer Bull's trail stops here.
At least he's got a smile. So... okay, good, I've got another upgrade. Let's see what else I can do. The armor upgrade's not a bad one, obviously. Yeah, I'm just gonna do the combo strike one, though. Critical combos. I feel like it's a good one to have it really on. Cool. It's the Riddler. Or Edward Enigma. Or Jim Carrey. I've never done all the Riddler stuff. Like, I think by the time I got to Arkham Knight, I mostly found it annoying. But yeah, I've definitely never gotten all of the Riddler stuff. Nor do I really find it that interesting.
For your first one? Good. But be careful. Don't cut yourself on this sharply observed portrait.
Okay. I felt like it was right over by the dude. If I'm remembering correctly. Nope, didn't mean to do that. Alright. And cool. And alright. Neat. There we go.
I said,
that was painful.
Don't cut yourself on this sharply observed portrait.
Yeah, I heard you. I'm looking for it, alright? There you go.
So you did it! Well done! I would have expected a child to work that one out, let alone the world's greatest detective.
Well, I did work it out though, so like, why are you being a jerk? Oh, okay. So it's 240 total. That's way too many.
Can you solve them all?
I don't care to solve all of them. Or like find all. Most of them are just like, hey, come find these, and they're somewhere, you know. Like that's not really that compelling. It's like getting the what was it, the feathers in Assassin's Creed.
It was a massacre. Bowles came walking in telling everyone to cover the front entrance. Said something about Joker's army coming through the main gate. 2 of my guys moved to the exit, and Frank shot him dead.
This guy is really ugly.
Never stood a chance.
Like I try not to be like mean, but
I saw Harley Quinn. She was surrounded
this guy's just, I don't know, like, he looks like even white trashier Stone Cold Steve Austin kind
I
of.
got in here, locked the door. I could see it on the security feed. They had someone with them. It looked like the commissioner.
Bowles is dead. They carried on.
And it's not that he's bald. You can certainly be bald and beautiful. I think I exemplify that, certainly. I immediately don't like his goatee, though. Not like a huge fan. I think they're like the modern equivalent of a mullet. No offense to anyone out there with a goatee, I guess, but for me, it's not a good look. I know that, and it's the facial hair that, for me, that grows in first.
We apologize for this
I'm thickest.
I
think I'm supposed to have a goatee. I just don't like the way they look. Looks good on Gordon Freeman. Okay, so I think I'm getting close to the part where we see the Batcave at least, and like I might actually get some of my gadgets. So let's see if I'm right about that. So I'm mostly attacking this game from memory, and for memory of this game, that starts back about 7 years ago. I think one of my friends actually bought this game for me because they wanted me to play it. Like, that's how impressed they were with the game initially, and I was like kind of on the fence. I was like, yeah, maybe, maybe not. I think they straight up bought it for me, which is awesome, by the way. My buddy, I'm just gonna call him Travis. And if I'm remembering that correctly, then thank you. I still appreciate it. Yeah, how cool is that shot right there? You can see Wayne Enterprises there in the back. The big Wendt building. I think the Batmobile is over here in the courtyard. Oh yeah, there's bad guys around here. I should probably like, just probably take it easy. Okay, there's just 2 dudes. Oh, there's 2 armed dudes. There's a lot of just dudes. Is the police though? Yeah, this is the police. Alright.
Take patient interview. Subject has no reported name. Alias listed as the Joker.
I'm not gonna listen to the tapes unless you guys really beg me to. The Batmobile sensor alert. Oh, right. Someone's
disable the Batmobile's countermeasure system.
I saw the alert. What's wrong? Where are you?
I'm outside the Arkham Mansion. Harley Quinn probably triggered the alarm. If she's still got Gordon with her, he could get hurt.
Okay, done. The Batmobile is still parked up outside the intensive treatment building in Arkham North. I've sent you the schematics for the entire island. I've marked key locations like your car.
Thanks, Oracle.
Thanks, gal. Okay, yeah, I think the, okay, so I need to protect the Batmobile real quick, but also I think the Batmobile has a lot of my gadgets in it. And by a lot, I mean mostly just one. But I think it's the, what is it, the bomb stuff? Okay. Well, I should obviously go up here, right? Oh, well, that's problematic. about on this side? Yeah, I was kind of guessing that. All right, well that's fine. Yeah, I'm just gonna walk through the front door then. Oh, okay. Yeah, whatever. That's what I thought might happen. I really wish I could get down. Well, so that's how Batman dies, is that he stupidly jumps up on top of an ambulance and then can't figure out how to jump down. That's canon now, so... No. Oh, come on, you're gonna make me do all this crap again? That was painful, by the way. Like, for as much as I'm honestly not terrible at these games, to just be killed by those two dudes is honestly killing me on the inside. Alright, cool. Let's go through all this again. Oh. Yeah. Didn't remember doing that last time, I guess. Oh, hey, look, it's a thing. Cool. Yep, we're gonna skip it this time. Oh, that's weird. I need to invert the flight controls.
Car is still parked just outside of the intensive treatment building. Now, we can't just have him up and leave us.
Oracle, disable the Batmobile's countermeasure system.
I saw the alert. What's wrong? Where are you?
I'm outside the Arkham Mansion. Harley Quinn probably triggered the alarm. If she still had Gordon with her, he could get hurt.
Okay, done.
So,
the Batmobile is still parked up outside the intensive
if you're out there in the comment section, which of these games have you played, and what was your thought on including the Batmobile in the in Arkham Knight? Because for me, I really enjoyed that aspect of the game. I think a lot of people thought it like ruined the Batmobile for them or something, though. Or they just, I don't know, I've heard a lot of complaining about people, like, for something as fun as they added the Batmobile. That's a dream of mine as a Batman fan. I'd love to see the Batwing come more into play in one of these games. And also, like, a big debate you've seen in these games too are the idea of co-op. And I'm pro co-op for these games. Like, I would love to be able to play this with a friend of mine and be like, I would even play as Robin. Like, in a way, I kind of like Robin at times better than Batman. But everyone kind of makes the argument, and I can see it. I can see why people would say this. That, you know, this is... Let's leave this a single-player game. Oh, look at that. For me, I don't know. I guess I just don't... I don't care. I'd love to play this game with my friends. Like, have the option to play through the game single-player, but... There'd be nothing obstructive really about me being able to play with a friend.
Explosive gel in the trunk of the Batmobile. I may need it.
I'm confused as to what these are at the front. Like, they look like carburetors, right? So like it's got 4 carburetors. Maybe, or otherwise like they're just enormous pistons, and the Batmobile is an inline 4-cylinder car. It's a good general warning. Explosions may harm bystanders.
Harley trashed the car. Looks like there was a scuffle. I need to search the area around the Batmobile. There could be a clue as to where she took Gordon.
Alright, more detective work.
Strange. This is Gordon's pipe. Barbara gave it to him. There's no way he'd leave.
Let's track his tobacco.
Wild company. Gordon's favorite tobacco. Gordon's smarter than he looks. Left me a trail to follow. Oracle.
That's kind of mean to Commissioner Gordon.
It was a birthday gift I gave him
The police commissioner is smarter than he looks in that he left a trail.
Exactly. He's left me a trail to follow. He's alive, Barbara.
It's like I kind of have some assumptions that the police commissioner is at least pseudo-intelligent. There we go.
I'm Warden Idiot. Just let me welcome you to your new home.
His name is Warden Idiot.
Asylum, we have just one rule. You'll never
How do I detonate this? There we go. Or nope. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Now where do I go? Oh yeah, I gotta follow the tobacco trail, right? Follow that scent, Batman. Because you're basically just a bloodhound. Okay. Yeah, that's locked. Kind of like I would suspect it might be. Okay, there we go.
The security doors are locked. I'm going to have to find another way around to get back on board.
Where am I gonna have to go? I wonder. I'm just kidding. There's a giant thing right here that says "blow me up." I think this game was one of the examples that I think Egoraptor used as like being annoyingly hand-holding, and I could see that honestly. But at the same time, I could see an argument for saying like it would be too confusing if they didn't do things like this. That dude is so intently hammering that other thing over there that he didn't notice me knock out his friend. Seems somewhat unrealistic. So at the end of the game, you come back through this corridor, I think it is, right? I think that's what they're building right now, is basically like, they're building something for Joker. You're gonna see it later. You walk through this long corridor, and you can, like, you're being invited as an honored guest to a party, but there's like 20 or so thugs in that hallway, and you can just totally beat the crap out of them. And it's super satisfying. Because none of them are armed either, so it's like kind of a, it's almost like a victory lap fight.
Come in! Sit down! Take off your mask! So, Bats, I was thinking, you really could use a friend in here.
I'll agree.
Someone to talk to, share secrets with. Shall we start with the big one? Who is that behind the mask?
Killer Croc? Oh.
Why do you feel the need to go out into the world and fight people like me? Do you really think you can win? We'll see.
Uh-huh. Neat. So this is weird. Like, I'm stuck in first-person mode for right now. Makes me wonder if there's like a jump scare coming or something. Because I genuinely don't remember this part. Okay, there we go. But I remember the Scarecrow having a really big influence in this game and being like a reasonably big part. Rescue Commissioner Gordon. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to stay in there, so I don't know what's going on. Not like trying to pad out the length of this stream by pretending I don't know what's going on. I just mostly don't know what's going on.
You've heard that one before, haven't you? Let's just get down to business. You're probably wondering how this is all going to turn out, aren't you? Is it driving you bats? You probably thought you could follow that idiot guard to the old man, didn't you? Sorry about that. Hang on a second. If I outsmarted you, and
Oh, okay. So let's just go back to where people are beating on the door of the thing over here again. Oh, okay, we're still following a tobacco trail anyway. He must have been dropping like a lot of tobacco. Like he must have had one heck of a dip in his mouth the time he got caught. Oh, thought I had time. Didn't have time. That guy is also pretty ugly. I think they made a lot of these guys look kind of ugly. It's almost like they're all hardened criminals.
Hey, scram bats! This is my me time.
Where's Gordon?
Wouldn't you like to
I'm over
know?
here.
Shut up!
Ah, you crazy bitch.
Harley! What's he doing here? It's too early!
I'm sorry, Puddin'. Don't be angry with me. Mwah!
Oh, you little minx. I can never stay mad at you.
But he gets mad at her all the time and stays mad at her.
Bye now.
Oh no, never mind. We're living in the post-Suicide Squad era where those two are like just adorable and cute all the time. Alright. Going into the top. That was like probably among the worst movies I've seen in the last couple of years, Suicide Squad. And it's risky saying that because I think it's basically one of those generation divide things where like people under a certain age probably think that movie was okay. But I think it weirdly made Harley Quinn and the Joker's relationship look like almost quaint or like playful and cute and like that the Joker actually cares about her at all. And in reality, like the Joker just uses everyone and plays them against one another, and Harley's no different from that. She's not exempt from those things.
I want all the doctors rounded up. Search every inch of the medical building. I mean it. Search every room, every office, and every trash can.
I don't really care about that Riddler trophy, so we're just gonna move right on.
Tries to run in and out of the building, then you won't. I'll just flood the rooms with happy gas and leave you to die. Hell, I may do that anyway. Sounds fun.
Okay, so I have to go save all these doctors real quick. I vaguely remember that.
Get off of me!
Okay.
Get down there with the others. Move it.
Okay, I hear you. I'm going.
Why does he need the doctors? I've got to save them.
Alright. Ow. I don't like getting shot with a shotgun. That one hurts. A good thing, by the way, if someone's sneaking around and knocking out you and all your buddies, and then you don't know where they went to, a good thing to yell is, "Oh my god, I lost him." Because then all your friends will know that you don't know where he's at. There's no downside to that. Alright. Too easy. Yeah, if you don't get inverted takedown super quick, like super early in this game, you're a silly person. What, we got 3 more? They're all hanging out together, which is smart on their part. I don't have the bat grapple. If I had the bat grapple, I'd at least try and take them all on right now, because they're like really close to one another. I don't remember if I get the bat. I think it's called the bat claw, and if you can use it in combat, it's like one of the best things possibly in the game. Alright, whatever. I'm bored. Let's make this happen. Oh. Wow, he was really holding on to that gun, huh? So that's not how you're supposed to take that room, by the way. But I got bored, so what do you do? I got most of my health back anyway.
The room's clear. You're safe now.
Okay, let's say teeth always come in threes in this game. Seems to be kind of an absolute almost. Where she was just like chilling, wasn't she? I thought she was just down here.
Over here.
Like, I'm not really listening to you in stereo sound, lady, so I don't know. Oh, there we go. What's up, Doc?
I don't know what happened.
That got awkward.
One minute we were doing our evening rounds, and the next, armed thugs burst into the room and took us hostage.
Did they have anyone with them?
They took someone into the elevator. I couldn't tell who it was.
Alright, so I've been playing this game for a little more than an hour. And I think I'm good for tonight. I'm gonna stop streaming, but mostly because I gotta keep the intrigue up. I gotta keep, you know, everyone really on the edge of their seat. So let's see, maybe if next time
Was in the patient observation room, and
I can.
Dr. Chen went to surgery.
And Dr. Young went to X-ray.
Okay, stay here. I'll find the other doctors.
Yeah, this is definitely I'm gonna get off because I don't want to.
I'll get you out of there.
Save the Three Stooges of doctors real quick here. Cool. So yeah, check back in with me. My next stream, I'll be, I'm sure, saving Commissioner Gordon and these 3 doctors, and who knows what else. I might even get to the part where I start dealing with the Scarecrow. So look for that in my next stream of this game, which I am guessing will be Saturday. I don't know. An easy way to find out though is just to subscribe and watch out for alerts, because I kind of just stream things when I'm feeling like it. So it could be as soon as later tonight or tomorrow night. So yeah, I don't really have like a set schedule. Anyway, if you stuck in for the whole thing, you're awesome, and hope to see you again soon.